Yes, that's the right one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Penguin Academy game analysis. And we are in sort of the last game of week 5 of the Swiss qualification round for the 2026 Winter Super League. So I say sort of because 2 games will not be seen. One of those games is Wernser versus Nightwatch. That's because I lost the replay file. Sorry, everyone. That's just gone now. Cyanide only keep them for a week. So it's gone. And the other one is Andy Davo versus Tector, because Davo doesn't play games that don't matter. I don't know if that's the reason. I'm just going to pretend that's the reason because it's funny. And Bucky loves it when I shit on Davo. Going into this match, Davo was 0-2-2 and Tector was 0-1-3. So neither of them had won a game. Neither of them mattered. Tector was bottom and Davo is 4th from bottom. Equal 2nd from bottom. I don't know why they didn't play. But like, I'm going to go ahead and guess that's the reason. Could be a real life reason, and it's just coincidental that their game doesn't matter at all. However, this game absolutely does matter, because going into this game, this is 1st versus 4th. Well, joint 1st versus joint 2nd, really. It's Crystal Hunter and his Renegades versus Feufollet and his Rats. So, as usual, it's can the Rats survive the mighty blow? Simple as that. There is also the small problem that Feufollet, despite being joint 2nd in this, has been quite bad, if I'm being honest. But sometimes that doesn't matter. Even in Swiss like this, it's only been 4 games to get here. A couple of dice-ins, a couple of lucky draws. That's all it takes. For some people to have their day. So let's talk about the setups. Well, I will do once we get to the setups. So, just to be clear, you erroneously said that I shit on him too much, so now you are getting mocked for your incorrect statement. So, obviously, do I need to tell you this is bad as a rat coach to not protect against a blitz versus rats? Obviously terrible. Like, I don't even understand why you would think this was the kind of setup you should do. It's awful. It doesn't even maximize LOS blocks. Because those 2 big guys are not getting 3 dice blocks until you move a player, and then you've wasted them. So absolutely awful. Even if the kick was where it was, this is a terrible setup. You could get a blitz, you'd just be on the ball, right? Immediately. Similarly, Feufollet's setup, why is he set up 1 square back like that? He's Rats. He needs to take advantage. They're not running round the back to hit a gutter with nothing, are they? So, yeah, don't like it. Doesn't have Mighty Blow tackle, doesn't have tackle, doesn't have Mighty Blow on anything that isn't this. So, could be set up 1 square forward quite easily. Could also be set up in cups. And all that exposes is the other blitzer. Like, that would be fine, right? I get that you don't want to expose the mighty blow, but you don't care that much. You could just set up in cups. Gives you maximum range on getting a blitz result. So neither of these setups are good. But Feufollet's is basic bitch, and Crystal Hunter's is what are you doing, bitch? Can I point out, still hasn't protected the ball. Like, I get it, it's block with block, but we talk about it all the time, right? They can go wrong. Still hasn't protected the ball. Still hasn't moved players to be the outside chevron. He could go there. Rat could go there. Goblin comes over. We protect the ball from anything going wrong there. Yeah, that is true. Let's give Crystal some benefit. He does not have much experience of how rats play. Certainly not well, anyway. Dice, you will be glad to know that you're not wrong. And 2 removals. Because he's rats. And I mean, at this point, what is the point, right? What is the point of just standing around doing nothing? Just standing there to get based up with strength 5, to eat blocks, to eat mighty blow. Like, you just lost 2 players on the LOS. The ball is in hand on a blodger. You don't even have strip because this team sucks. What's the point? Just walk off. You can't do anything. You're just going to lose this fight. This is why I hate playing rats, by the way. Yeah, I agree, Dice. That's exactly the problem with, you know, everything. Actually everything. Correct, Daily. If you wanted to blitz the sneaky git, this rat is 1 over, and you blitz from this square for 2 dice. But why not, right? Just do a 1-er. Did he think maybe he thought that was maybe he put the wrong player there. Maybe he thought that was the guard. I can't get through an action without like Picard face palming. So if you're watching this on YouTube, right now there's more people than usual watching on Twitch. Well, more people than usual lately because I play a lot of Call of Duty and not Blood Bowl. So genuinely, because I know a lot of the lurkers and stuff really just don't like people being negative, me being negative, I am trying my best. This is fucking terrible. I'm so... Oh, also, I should apologize to the one guy on YouTube who said, I try to watch you with my kid because I'm a stay-at-home dad and you swear too much. Yeah, this is why. This game right here, that's why. When games are not bad, I rarely swear at all. And yet I end up swearing a lot. What am I supposed to say about this? It's actual crap, isn't it? Like, it's not even like, oh, you know, that square is better, or like, it's just crap. It's literally just crap. Crystal doesn't set up against a blitz, doesn't protect the ball while he's rolling dice. The rats can't even work out what a 2-dice block is. Crystal is basing his own Roger on the other guy's Roger, and I can only assume is hoping that the Ogre activates. Oh shit, he took a push. And the Ogre activates and protects the ball. Breaks armor, doesn't get caught. Okay, this had better be a dead Roger, right? If there's any justice left in this universe, this is a dead Roger. Come on. No, it's not some justice. It should be dead. I just don't understand, man. What are they doing? Do they just not care because if they joint first and joint second, they're guaranteed through anyway? I mean, I say that, but I'm pretty certain that they were both rubbish in previous rounds as well, so... What kind of blitz was that? Like, it's insane, right? Can we do anything here? I don't think so. Can kill the troll with the Ogre. That would be nice. Does leave the Ogre stuck, but might as well, right? Pretty rough drive if he removes the troll. And again, I am forced to say sad face. Hey! A 1 has been rolled. How delightful. Is he chaining the Roger? But he didn't knock the guard down. So he has to take another blockless block here. And then put an assist in. And hope... Yeah. And hope to get a POW. And he gets a stun as well. It's big in Europe in general, Von. Games Workshop and Warhammer products are biggest in UK, bigger in Europe, and then less so in the rest of the world. Blood Bowl's no different. Seeing as this game is rubbish, I'll take a couple of minutes to answer the question more. I don't actually know. It's obviously business related, right? Games Workshop is a UK company. They got so big in the UK by just forcing the product by spamming chain stores across the UK. Like every city has a Warhammer store, etc. And you can't do that in like the US. However, there might also be something to it because the Warhammer world is Europe. I know it's the whole world, but everything that actually goes on that's important in Warhammer fluff and in the world is Europe. Like the Empire is in Germany, Bretonnia is France, like everything's in Europe. So maybe the Europeans like it a bit more because of that too. And the Americans like, what's this shitty world where America is now the center of everything? Who would ever make such a product? I know, I know the map of Warhammer. But no one cares about that stuff, right? Everything of interest that goes on in Warhammer World and all the fluff is set in. I mean, the primary place is the Empire, which is Germany. Even Britain's not particularly relevant. Nothing ever happens in Albion. But, you know, I doubt it's a coincidence. Like, I don't know, but I doubt it's a coincidence that in the modern era right now, when we go back to Warhammer Old World, Games Workshop trying to sell you the old world again, in the modern world where China have a lot more influence, we immediately get, like, full Cathay forces, where for, like, 30 years of Warhammer Fantasy Battle, no one gave a shit about them. I mean, you can argue it all you want. There's a literal map riposte. Albion is Britain. I got the news from Blood Bowl 3. What? No. Ulthuan is... No, Ulthuan is Atlantis. It's always been Atlantis. That's why it's a circle. Don't you dare come in here and stick the AI overview on. You plum. Yeah, there's definite influence of the Empire, but there's just as much influence of ancient Greece culture and like Greek. The Greek part of the old world still exists. They have city states. They don't have feudal worlds like Britain did. It's just a mix. It's based on Atlantis. Yeah, no. Nonsense. Some parts of it, but more parts of it are not. Yeah, and like the things like fucking white lions. All old world stuff nicks from a bunch of places. I mean, Britannia should be a mix of France with Britain, right?
Shut up and take my money.
Oh, hello, Sol. Welcome Welcome back. See you again in a month. Did you join the new official competition Discord, Sol? Go to the Blood Bowl 3 Discord. It's linked. There's a new... They made a separate Discord for their new, like, competitive league thing, which I have zero hopes for, but at least I'm not banned from there, so I can play it. I mean, to be fair, I can play the official competitions anyway, Jock. I just have to schedule via, like, DMs, because I can't schedule in the Blood Bowl 3 Discord. Despite the janitor trying to get me banned from official competitions. The Electric Vision sketch. Oh, yeah, there's a game going on. Sorry, YouTube. I'll do a little circle in case people look for that. Oh, I guess, yeah. I guess we should talk about that before I go back to the game. Never mind. Scrap the circle. Draw an X. Not very high. As far as I understand it, which I'm obviously far from an expert in fucking French business, not very high. The likelihood is that the courts will rule that Nacon can have some time to restructure their debts. They're a big enough company that normally they get protected in that way because no one wants to see mass layoffs. However, that being said, if they are given time to restructure their debts, usually when a company restructures their debts, part of that is they need to raise money. And Nacon's assets are the coding studios. If they need to raise money, they could sell one or more. So there's not a zero chance that Nacon sells Cyanide to someone else again. They bought Cyanide in the first place after Blood Bowl 2 from Focus. They could just sell them to another publishing house. For people who don't know how it works, Nacon are a publishing house, right? And they own a set, like, I'm going to use air quotes for own. They own a bunch of coding houses like Cyanide. They're all responsible for different games. Cyanide even have their own subsidiaries. Like Cyanide also have like sub coding houses. They could, but like there's probably no point in trying to sell an IP. It's not as like money raising as the selling the studios that own the IPs. So Nacon own like at least half a dozen studios when I checked. Like they own a bunch of studios, all of which are making different games. Like in total across like the studios, they have over 1,000 employees. So that's why the courts are unlikely to say, get out, crash and burn. It's also complicated in ways that I don't understand. Right. Originally, there was a company called Big Ben Interactive. That's who bought the stuff from Focus or took over from Focus. And then Big Ben Interactive did like a weird restructuring where they created Nacon to be their gaming arm, but they stayed as like a group above Nacon called Big Ben Group and just stopped using the name Big Ben Interactive, except they're still called Big Ben Interactive on the stock exchange. So there has to be a company somewhere called that. So Big Ben are majority stakeholders in Nacon. That's its own company, but they're tied together completely. And Nacon are the gaming company, so they're the ones that own all the studios, like Cyanide, and therefore that's why Nacon are in charge. Like Vituk is in charge of the Blood Bowl stuff, and he's from Nacon. He's like Cyanide's boss. So if Cyanide gets screwed, it trickles down. But you have no, like, it could be anything, right? You just pick anything from nothing happening to total disaster. No, Big Ben is the biggest, the top level company. Big Ben are the company that caused the problem. Big Ben were the ones that were applying for a loan to pay off debts on bonds that they issued, and the bank said no, and Big Ben was surprised. So now Big Ben owed like 43 million euros and had no money. And so the knock-on effect is that it also fucked Nacon. But for the moment, as you've seen with this new Discord opening and stuff, Cyanide are just going about their business as usual. Yeah. So there is there is a small problem for a bunch of people. Nobody from the World Championships has been paid, which is not great news when the company is supposed to pay you just filed for insolvency. Yeah, it's not the best, is it? It happened the first World Championships, and therefore I assume happened the second World Championships as well, Sol. I wasn't in the second one, so I don't know. Is that what Davo was spending his prize money on? A fridge? I mean, he might have got the fridge. PC might also have spent the money. Like, they might have spent the money, they just haven't got it back. Maybe so, Daily, yeah. We'll find out. I think they said that, was it the second? Hang on. There was an announcement of what date they were being ruled on. Um, March, early March. It just says early March. So we'll know more when the courts rule in early March. Yeah, and before then, they've got stuff going on. Nacon Connect is March the 4th, which is like an event. Which is just a stream, I'm guessing. And they've got a game releasing on March the 12th. So stuff is just happening. And then we'll find out what the issues are. So I hope YouTubers were very interested in that. I can't even remember what was happening in this game because I don't want to. Everyone was bad. Gets a removal. This is not looking terrible for the rats all of a sudden. Crystal pissing away his Ogre has turned out to be not bad. The problem here is you can't give the rats a 2-turn, right? So now he just clashes in on the cage. Could force an early score. Oh my days. Burns a reroll with a blockless block. But never mind. Gets a Kaz. Just straight up Kaz with a blockless block. Burns the Apo. Full pause on the gutter, of course. And a stun. Okay, never mind. It turns out that you just roll like Crystal and everything's fine. Doesn't roll, pushes into a POW. That doesn't get his own Roger tagged. And didn't hurt. Oh, hello. And didn't even hurt his own rat. Amazing. I mean, okay. A little bit of a weird flat shape there. Doesn't get sent. Like, he got sent off for that, right? I mean, even this is pretty bad. You can now do a 4+ red dice on him. It's not terrible, is it, with Wrestle? Why is he... Oh, well, he gets another removal. I don't know why he didn't chain the Ogre off, because he wants... Surely he wants to block with the rat Ogre here. He's going to base the Ogre now. Should have chained the Ogre off. Oh my days, he's killed the troll. And the troll regens, because he's a lucker dog. Full pout. He can't score here. Does a rush. Does another rush. Christ alive. And another rush. Well, that was fun. Hey, he's killed the goblin. Weird choice. Well, gives himself a 3%. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Wait, unless... Yeah, okay. Managed to roll the right dice. I don't mind it, Dive. Like, it is weird, the whole you could just run up to someone and take the double down and then use all of your skills against them. I don't really like that that's a strat either, so I don't mind it. I will say I hate that if rat ogres are on the ground, it doesn't count as mighty blow when they slap their own player. That's insane. Like, the skills off the ground thing is dumb. Like, also, I don't like that you can't use pro off the ground, right? If you're on the ground, you're still a pro. You're just lying down. How the fuck are you less pro? All right, so the rats get to try and do a one turn. They don't make their KOs, whereas the Roger stayed out, but the other KOs came back. Could have not had 11 players to defend, but he won the battle of the KOs. No, they can't daily. So how are we going to do this? We have 2 rerolls, so you have multiple possibilities. One of them is just a 1 dice him, and then use the human to do the blitz, but also you can just get a push straight away if you do this one. The problem is you push into there and not outside. You'd rather push outside than force him through the middle. So 2 choices. Those are your 2 choices, right? Basically, you can either just blitz him from here because you got a guard, so it's 2 dice. Chain him into the blitzer, into the gutter, up that way and out, and you're just chaining him through there. You're gonna have to do a 4+ dodge. You could have sidestep, or you can 1 dice the Ogre and use the rat Ogre to go through here, down here, and across that way. And then oh wait, no, he doesn't have 11 players. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. He only has 10 players. Okay, I think that forces him to use the hard dodge one. I don't think he can do better. With only 10 players, it's harder to push outside. Oh, no, never mind. Have you got enough players to push out? Oh, yeah, you've got enough players to use the troll. So you 1 dice the Ogre, you 2 dice him, and then you use the troll. And chain that way. Okay, never mind, that's the plan. That's definitely the plan, isn't it? Chain down for one, into him for the other one, and then block him up to there. And then he doesn't have to make any dodges. Yeah, that's the plan. I'm pretty certain that would be the best. This is just a 2+. That's a 2 dice. And then the Ogre can chain the gutter straight away on 2 dice blocks. And then another 2 dice block for the second, and you're there. I don't think you can get a third because you're going to use your players over here. But that's good enough, right? No dodges on the outside. That's the plan. We're not going to see that because, well, we know the reason why. Wait. Okay, how did you not get to the next step? Like, so you are doing the one... You're not even doing this, which, by the way, works. So you are doing the 1 dice on the... And then you're going to blitz the lino. But how did you not get to the next step of being like, oh, I could just block the lino and use the troll? Like, that's the literal next step in thinking. You just saw me get there. And if you play rats, which I don't, I hate them, you shouldn't even have to get to that step, right? You should be more practiced at 1-turns with rats than I am, and you shouldn't have to work it out. You should know that already, that's the best plan. Because it's definitely the best plan. Doesn't require a 4+ dodge. You know what else it doesn't have? Redundancy. Whereas the original plan had redundancy, right? If you get a push straight off the bat here with this plan, you push up and you hit in the troll. So technically you have redundancy. It's not great redundancy, but it is redundancy. You could also have done the black hole and blitzed into him and pushed him there, and now your 2 pushes are with something that doesn't fail a reroll. Also something that works. That might be slightly better as well. Doesn't require a 1 dice. So I don't know which one's these better, but the troll one's definitely the best. It would have failed because he would have done this, but the troll one is definitely the best. Like, that is a pretty unlucky thing to have happened, right? Even if that's not the optimal 1-turn, that was still a perfectly good 1-turn, and that's a very unlucky result. Like, failing the 4+ dodge he was ended up, like, doing, not so unlucky. Failing 3 dice with Juggernaut, pretty fucking unlucky. You're going to throw a pass. Dude. Yeah, sorry, Vaughn. I mean, I have mentioned that Pro Elves are crap at everything. They're just bad. Okay. Okay, let's go back to, like, turn 3 or something. Now there's justice. Now I will accept the word justice. So against this team, the Rats should dack it, right? If he's fine with a draw, which he should be, because it guarantees him to go through. I think he's probably guaranteed to go through anyway. But if you don't want to lose this game, I think going for the win kind of pointless, especially weirdly in Swiss, where it might influence who you play next. You're fine just going for the draw and staying where you are. He should just DACA. He should practice a DACA, because the Renegades are going to chase him with 2 guys that got to roll a 2+ to move. So he has a 30% chance every turn of one of them not coming with him. And if it's the troll, he's got to leave someone else standing next to him. So I just DACA. You don't really want to go for the win, do you? 50% chance he gets the block Roger back. You still haven't really got anything to take the ball off the Blodge Elf. You failed your 1 turn, which was the winning, your main win condition. So just DACA and take the draw. You killed the Goblin. He doesn't have a 1 turn himself. Okay. Or you could just try and fight Renegades. But also, what was that setup? Like, what is this? Why is there just a lone rat holding this side? We've got a chevron in the middle for no reason. We got a completely free ogre. Yeah, okay, whatever. It's rubbish. What's happening? Well, not powering him is one of the things that's not happening. Oh my god, he re-rolled it! Oh my god, this is atrocious, isn't it? He's killed the ogre! Oh my days. It's just so bad. Like, the laugh is just because if I don't, I'll cry. Like, it's so bad. Like, that turn was so bad. Everything he did was so bad. And Blood Bowl just was like, don't worry about it, mate. I'll have a dead ogre. I am genuinely surprised, by the way, that Crystal didn't Apo it. Because if I just killed the ogre and the Roger was out like it is, I'd consider going for the win. Right now, I'd consider going for the win. Now that happened. I guess Crystal just doesn't care, right? He doesn't care if he goes for the win. I think they're both safe. He's not going for the win, is he? Doesn't put himself in scoring range. I mean, he is in scoring range, but, he's not going to do rushes with one reroll. Weird blitz. Yeah, don't stand by the Roger if you're going to use him. See, that's why I'd go for the win. Because they're such an unreliable team, Renegades. But like I said, I guess it doesn't matter, right? It's a shame that it doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Let's just run everyone over there. Okay, now I wouldn't go for the win. And now he has a problem because of that. Now he has to stall it out. And he's done this. Knocked his own Ogre out and ran down really close. Could have a Roger KO off. Just go for the win anyway. See who gets their Roger back. Crystal burns a reroll. That helps. Almost like he has to at this point. Ballsed up that turn. Doesn't clear the ball. He is going for it. If he was going for it, he should have cleared the ball, obviously. Pretty stupid to just rely on the dodge. Nobody should do that. As we've said a million times. Well, the rats get their Roger back. And the renegades do not. Well, 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 well. Actual justice for that terrible play at the start of the first half. Colour me surprised. The rat's got a reroll back. Oh, baby. It is on. Okay, it's less on. Still not entirely not on. It's still okay. Right, Roger, this is your time to shine. Go remove someone. Preferably this block guy. No, don't try and remove the troll. Just remove this block guy. No, not the no block guy. The no block guy leaves you tagged on 2 different people. That's too easy a clear, isn't it? Right, now that... Oh, good lord. Now, if the troll goes in there, that's a 2 dice block. Straight up. And he clears everyone. If you'd blocked him, you would have tagged him. And that just leaves this group in the middle with these 2 tagged out. And he would have been stunned. So this guy was tagged out. This guy was stunned. He's running low on players. His block players out here. His wrestle players here. It's harder for him to get somewhere good. So you've blitzed the wrong fucking guy. Sorry, man from YouTube's kids. Oh, that's interesting. And by interesting, I mean definitely shit. To go for the blockless block with the ball completely exposed. Yeah, wrong place with him. Wrong guy holding over there. I don't understand. Where's the wrestle gutter? He's there. Doesn't snake. Okay, so the wrestle gutter can definitely reach. That is not going to help. Okay, so how do we get the extra dice here? Can we do anything with these? Not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Crystal does not stand in Chunt's column, which is frankly a miracle. I guess we just have to 1 in 9 through, right? To get 1 dice on the ball with wrestle, which is not bad. That's definitely the play. There's no reason to do anything else. Okay, well, he's not doing that because he has to cut those corners. So he's doing something else. I don't know what that something else is. It's turn 15, so he has to leave one of these in scoring range. That guy is now not in scoring range. Red dice double powered the troll to free up the Ogre. Powed the rat. Removed the... Not entirely certain why you'd Apo the rat there. That is going to give him a blitz out. Not, and then this guy is just about in scoring range. And he's based himself. I feel like you don't know how to win this game, Feufollet. Okay, stays in scoring range and isn't powed. Isn't powed. Okay. Weird choice. That's a weird choice, isn't it? Is he going that way? Must be going that way then. So he could have pushed in, right? And just gone that way. I mean, that is definitely 1,000,000% sackable, so there's that. Or you could just immediately roll a 1 in 9 and therefore stand no chance at sacking. Fun times. 1 dice power to get the extra assist. Full pow. And now we need to somehow get the ball to this gutter. Oh. Well, how incredibly boring. What a lame, I'm not even going to try pile of nonsense. Fails the pickup and handoff. And there we go. A draw, which is probably the right result. So I did promise I would tell you the end results of the table, but Jim doesn't seem to have updated the document. Is Jim here? Jim, are you here? Did you not update after week 4? I'm going to ping him on Discord now. Oh, you got a different document. Again? Can you link me the different document in Discord? Stop making new documents. I mean, that is what I'm known for. Colloquially known as Artemis the Lucky. Thank you, Mr. Jimothy, sir. Oh, this one has colour. Oh, mama. Right. So, for those of you who are interested in how the Swiss round finished, correct me if I'm wrong about this, Jim. The guys that go through to the later rounds guaranteed are Arzawain, Crystal Hunter, Wenteros, and Mankiz. Arzawain's humans, Crystal with the renegades you just saw, Wenteros with dark elves, and Mankiz with dark elves. I don't know what the separators were. Was it touchdowns 4? Or touchdown difference? I don't know what the separators were for all of the 3-2-0 through guys. Or 3-0-2 guys. Touchdown, then touchdown difference. What was the win-draw-loss situation? Why was 3-0-2 better than 2-2-1? Was it 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw? Okay, right. So 3-0-2 was better than 2-2-1, which I'm fine with. If you know the rules, that's the rules. So then the 8 guys fighting to go through and play the guaranteed later rounds are Feufollet with the rats you just saw, Justicium with his dark elves, Nightwatch with his Amazons from the game we missed, which was Amazons into Orcs, so Nightwatch must have won that. Monitor with his rats, Mr. Page with his Old World Alliance, Valley with his Pro Elves, Dire Lion with his Old World Alliance, and the glorious 12th qualifier, Olivier Dulac and his Halflings. And look, I know people hate me yucking people's yums, but that is about 50% crap. So hopefully the other 50% make up for it. And the draw comes through, I assume, because of seed-ins. Thank you, Jim. I'll just say it out loud. So Monitor and Mr. Pidge will play each other to see who plays Arzawain. Feufollet and Olivier Dulac will play each other to see who plays Mankiz. Nightwatch and Velahopia will play to see who plays Crystal. And Justicium and Dire Lion will play to see who plays Wenteros. Look, if I'm going just on skill, Monitor should beat Mr. Page. And then Arzawain should win. Feufollet should not beat Olivier Dulac, but Olivier Dulac is playing halflings badly. So I'm going to give it to Feufollet, and then he's going to lose to Mankiz. Valley should edge Nightwatch. The problem is Valley's got Pro Elves and Nightwatch has got Amazons, if I recall correctly. So that's a real problem for Valley, but skill-wise, Valley's better. And then that moves on to Crystal, and then if it's Valley, he has the same problem. He's got Pro Elves into a shit ton of Mighty Blow, so Crystal can easily win that. Skill-wise, Valley's better. Justicium should beat Direlion, but somehow Direlion is still in this. To be fair, Justicium is really bad as well, wasn't he, in that last round? Ugh. Okay. One of them will go through and then hopefully lose to Wenteros, because I don't really remember hating Wenteros as much as those two. So really, the guys that got through to the quarterfinals, other than maybe Crystal could lose to either Nightwatch or Valley, all should go through to the semis. And Crystal's got the edge against Valley, who I think will take it because of the 3 Mighty Blow into Pro Elves. So we might end up with all 8 of the guys just being ignored, and the guys who went straight through to the quarters become the semi-finalists. Which is pretty funny. But there we go. Right, we'll see how that goes when we start the first of the qualifying games. And that will be next if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Twitch, probably not next. See you next time.